I think we're going into a time of um, people wanting to be different. I mean, you can see that already, but I'm talking about like breaking stereotypes that they normally, maybe they grew up in, and they feel like they have to be a part of, or not take interest in other type of people's cultures or other things because their tribe, the people that they are around mostly, aren't into it. And I think that you're going to start seeing more and more of people being more diverse, more individual type. Just be different instead of being like an NPC clone. It's a good thing for people to. I think it's really cool to see folks break out of norms and stuff, and other people shouldn't be upset. They shouldn't be upset because they want to gatekeep a certain type of look, or a certain type of music, or a certain type of stereotype, and just be more accepting. When people like, okay, when people try to mimic other people, that's like the greatest form of flattery. Now, I know it's annoying. I know, but they see something in you, they want to be like you, like Kobe to Jordan. You know what I mean? They might take some of the things that you got and then like kind of mold it into something either better or in their own type of way, and it's different. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's open-minded. Whether it's a style or whatever, I think people need to get over themselves. I think people have too big of an ego, and I think that people nowadays, they want to hang on to things, kind of like hanging on to an ex and not getting over an ex, and holding on to that resentment instead of just letting go and moving forward and trying to be happy. But people want to bring up things of the past, and if things were still the same like they were in the past, I get it. I definitely get it. But when things have changed and progressed and gotten a lot better, like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to punish people that had nothing to do with the past, and they're not benefiting from the past, but they're going to be punished now. Well, that's just going to create more resentment. That's just, and that's just a dumb way of thinking. Instead of being like, that was horrible what happened, and having a general understanding of why things were the way they were back then. and understanding that nobody's perfect. And yes, that was a barbaric things that they did in the past. It was a different day and age. Why go back to those type of ideas and punish people that had nothing to do with it and aren't benefiting from it? It doesn't make any sense to me. Other than to create hostility, resentment. But I think that people are generally products of their environment that they're raised in, and they're programmed to be a certain way. And it takes some like suffering to shed that programming for them to either wake up or think a different way, because they hold on to their beliefs that they've been given when they were younger. They don't want to let them go. They don't want to adapt. And it's unfortunate, man. There's going to be, like, the way that things are being pushed, there's going to be so many people that weren't racist, and now they become racist. And it, like I said, it's sad because they're falling for it. I was raised not to be racist. I've raised my kids not to be racist. And I wish that people would be more accepting. I wish people would be more open-minded. I think that we should be past a lot of things in the past and move forward to more like loving each other and accepting each other, and less closed-minded beliefs. You see this a lot with different types of churches and stuff like that, where they have their beliefs and they won't accept new ideas because it challenges their beliefs. I was watching. No, I was actually listening to that Jamestown, that cult in 1978 that they ended up self-deleting. It was 900 of them, and I was listening to the audio, and they started with the kids. They give them cyanide, and then the adults took it. I didn't do some deep research on this whole story, but I think some politician got shot. And I don't know why. I don't know what, I should have done some more research, but I mean, if you're watching this, you can, do your own research. It's not that hard, obviously, but to have and they to have that type of okay. So I think that the leader felt like he didn't have any other alternative to do what he did, and decided they just wanted to end it, and they felt cornered. He knew that they were coming after him, and from what I understand, people were trying to escape, and they were kind of challenging him too in the audio. But the people that tried to escape were just shot down. So, it's easy to fall into these type of traps of tribalist type of groups. Coldest type of groups, and you can see this on the left right now. And I think that, you can see a lot of people abandoning them, and you're going to see more and more of it, and they're going to lash out because they're scared. Just like that cult. Just like that Jamestown cult. That leader was scared. He was scared. He had no more control. They moved to South America. They had a utopia. And he was afraid that all was coming to an end. So instead of disbanding or facing the consequences and perhaps losing it, he wanted to maintain control over, probably because of his ego. They probably fed his ego when you have that many people like following you and loving you and adoring you like you're a celebrity. And then they start wanting to leave, and you feel rejected, and you got some hits on your ego. That is a result. Yeah, and there was another instance. The same thing happened, I think, 98 with the comet that came. I forgot what it's called. Some kind of comet. Well, this cult decided to go ahead and take the Kool-Aid too. And that's why it is pretty dangerous to not be able to think for yourself. Obviously we all lean on other people. Like, I don't know how to fix a transmission in a car. I don't know how to fix most things in a car, so I rely on somebody else's expertise to be able to figure out the problem and solve the problem and tell me what needs to be done and fix it. Because I'm not, even if I was a master mechanic, there's still other areas that what if there's an extreme plumbing problem that I don't know anything about plumbing, or you just can't know everything in this life, so you have to rely on other folks. But you have to be able to trust folks that aren't going to be feed you the wrong information intentionally. For instance, like I was telling my kid about Aaron Clarey and the books and all that I got, and he could listen to them. And he said, "No, I'll probably just hear what you already say anyway, what you've already told us." And he's right. So he relies on me to tell him correct information because he trusts me. And why wouldn't he? I'm his father. I want the best for him. I want both of my kids to far exceed whatever I've exceeded in this life. I want them to have better than I did. Than I did. Past terms. I already feel like I'm already gone. No, I just feel like my prime is gone. I just feel like the best is behind me. That's all. I'm not. Even though I look at death as like a relief, and I don't try to go out and seek it because I don't want to go on to something possibly worse. I don't. I want to go on to something better. I've had enough bullshit in this life. I'd like to go on to something a little bit better. But I want better for them. And in this life, you have to be able to think for yourself to some extent and challenge the group. If you don't think that something's cool, if you think that you gotta have the what is that, the bravery to challenge the leaders in the group that, their beliefs or whatever they're saying. Because if you don't, you'd be going down a bad path. And there is a lot of people going down a bad path. They don't think long term, they think about short term. There's a lot of conditioning going on. There's a lot of games being played. A lot of games. They want to see who's going to comply, who won't comply. That's pretty obvious. And it's easier in the short term to just comply. But I don't know. There's no direction to this video or any of my videos. Yes, I appreciate you all who follow me for a while. I appreciate your comments. It's cool. I definitely try to get to your guys' comments before some random person on one of my shorts. I really don't. I see people commenting that have been commenting for a longer period of time, more and more. I recognize them, and I want to make sure that they understand that I'm aware, and I want to reciprocate things. So yeah, definitely, I appreciate your support. I appreciate taking up the time to listen to me ramble and leaving comments. So thank you.